So what I'm going to do is share the screen. I just had a quick presentation to put out there. So my name is Elizabeth Dodd. I'm sorry, I don't know if I even introduced myself. So I'm the coordinator of the scholarship program here at the foundation. And so this is my contact information here at the YEF office. We are located at the district central office building. I don't know if you've ever been to that building, but that's where we're located in that building on the corner of McCray and Sims. Okay, so that way you can always stop by if you need to drop off documents, information, or just go ahead and give us a call. And all of the documents that I'm reviewing with you today, I'm going to go ahead and email them to you after this session. Okay. So we just also wanted to let you know that we're available as well on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. If you ever want to reach out to us, that's another way to get a hold of us. And then of course our website, I will have this recording on the website as well as the documents. So you can always, if you lose the email or you can't find it, you can look on our website for the documents as well. So first, the first document I'm going to review is called a biography form. This is very important for us because we can get your most updated information. Of course, for example, like your YISD email is no longer active probably, or it'll be deactivated pretty soon. And so we need your most updated contact information, as well as an alternate contact, such as a parent or guardian. And please keep your information, your phone number and address updated with us, because we know we want to keep in touch with you and see how you're doing. And of course, join in your success as you graduate from college. We also need your college information. What college are you attending, your major, your expected graduation date, and such. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to be flipping back and forth so I can show you these forms so you can take a look at them. And just kind of get familiar. Once you see them, then you'll know what I was talking about. So this is the biography form. You just fill out your information. And then we're also going to ask that you include a thank you note. The scholarship that you received from the Dibler family is very special, and it would be nice for them to hear from you and receive a thank you note. So that would be nice if you can do that as well. And to help you with the thank you note, we have put together some ideas, some suggestions, what you might want to include. I know sometimes it's really hard, like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna say? And you can start off, with your classification, your major, some information about your family. Are you the first to attend college? Things like that. So that this form here just gives you some ideas, suggestions on how to write that thank you note. So let me flip back to the presentation. And I already discussed the thank you note, and of course, go ahead and address it to either Mr. Dibler himself or to the Dibler family. Okay. Now, the process to request your funds, the disbursement form, I'm going to show you in a little bit. You fill that out each time you want to request funds. So the amount you received was $2,500 for the scholarship, and you don't have to use it all at one time. Okay, you can use it as you need it, because Mr. Dibler understands that maybe you have some financial aid or other scholarships that you received, and you can use all of those first. And he's giving you the flexibility to use this scholarship as you need it, maybe for books, maybe for your first semester, because you don't get a whole lot of financial aid during that. Maybe we can help you pay your tuition in the summer if you want to take classes. So he is very adamant about being there and using the funds as you need them. And you will submit all the documents. You can submit them to us either by email at our email yef@yisd.net, or in person in our office at the YISD Central Office building. And just know that typically it takes around 2 weeks to process your request, to make sure we have all the documents, to get the checks ready, and then to ask the board members to come and sign those checks. So it takes us a little while. So just so you know, if you need the funds like tomorrow, it's not going to happen most likely. We'll get it done as quickly as we can. But typically it takes 2 weeks. So the scholarship funds, you're allowed to receive them for tuition, for books, that's for sure. Okay, you can always use them for tuition or for books, and for other items as approved by the Dibler family. So if you have a special case, you have something else that you need, that you'd like to request funding for, then we would have to go to him and the family directly to ask for approval. But if you just want reimbursement on tuition, and tuition would have to be tuition that you paid out of pocket, okay? Not tuition that was covered by financial aid, for example, okay? So you would have to provide us with receipts of the tuition that you paid, and then of course for your books that you paid, okay? Keep your receipts, make sure you have all of that available, so when you request your funds, we will need a copy of those receipts as well. So your deadlines for using the scholarship, you must start using it immediately following high school graduation. He typically gives you 1 year to use the funds. It used to be a smaller amount though, so when he increased the amount to 2,500, he understands you may not use it all immediately in the first year. You may have to use it, save it for the fall, next 2 or 3 years. So he will definitely take that into consideration as long as you let us know how things are going and what your plans are on using those funds. Okay. And there is eligibility. You were awarded the scholarship based on all of the work you've done in high school, right? You worked hard to get this scholarship, but now as you're starting fresh in college, then he just wants to make sure you're still succeeding, you're still doing well. And so the qualifications to receive the funds are that you are enrolled at UTEP, number 1, and then that you maintain a 2.5 cumulative GPA, okay, as you go along each semester. The first semester, of course, the fall, since you're starting fresh, you don't have a GPA yet, then we can go ahead and approve the first semester without a GPA. Okay, but after the fall, when you continue in the spring, you'll have a GPA, and so you'll just have to include a transcript with your requests so we can ensure that you meet that requirement. So the documents that we need are going to be the Dibler disbursement form, which you can also find on our website. I did make some tweaks to it, so it's new, and I noticed I may have to do a couple more tweaks, but I'll make sure that when I send it to you, it is the correct form. We will need a copy of your class schedule and your tuition statement, which is your bill from the university, okay? I don't know what UTEP calls it, I forget, it's a tuition statement or tuition bill, okay? But basically your invoice of what they're charging you for your classes. We will need a transcript, like I mentioned, after the first semester. It can be an unofficial transcript as long as you have your name and ID number on the transcript, that we can see it, that we know it is your transcript. And of course, any receipts for tuition paid or for your books. Okay. So I want to go ahead and show you the disbursement form so we can take a look at it. So what you'll be filling out here is your name, your information, the date, your mailing address, contact information, email, and then the amount you want to request. So say that you spent your first semester $367.28 on books. That's the amount that you would put here, okay? Not the amount of the scholarship, but the specific amount you want to request this time. And then you would check here if it's for tuition or books, And then the check would be most likely payable to you if it's a reimbursement. If you still owe tuition to the university, to UTEP, and when you show us your statement, it still shows a balance due of tuition, then we would make the check out to UTEP directly. Okay, so we can help pay off your tuition, and the check would just, instead of being made out to you, it would be made out to UTEP. Okay, so this is the form that you would fill out. And then let me see, go back here. Another form that we will require is a university records release form. And this just allows us, if you give us permission, to contact the university directly, just to get information about like your graduation date, when did you graduate, did you continue to master's, things like that, and then a photo and information release form. With your thank you note, we're going to ask that you provide us a picture, just a snapshot, like a headshot of you, just so that we can share that also with the Dibler family. And sometimes we use those pictures and quotes from your thank you notes on our brochure, on our newsletter, on social media, just to help us with fundraising. We just had a golf tournament a couple of weeks ago. We're already raising money for the next group of seniors. And so we're always using those thank you notes because, we can say thank you to the donors a million times. It does not have the same effect as when it comes from you all, from the students directly. Okay, so that's what we use that information for. Let me go ahead and show you those forms real quick. So first is the college release form. It's just stating that you're allowing us to receive this information here. The last semester attended, your GPA, when you graduated, what degree you earned, okay? And then your photo release form, that you're allowing us to use your image, and then information release. The only information we typically release is your name, what college you attended, and what your major is. Okay. So all of those are the forms that we would need from you. And you can go ahead, when I send you the email, when you get back home, you can go ahead and submit those forms to us now. And that way we already have them ready to go. And then once you get your bill from UTEP, then you and your family can review and determine how you want to use and implement these funds. If you still have tuition to pay, you might want to use it for that, or just go ahead and use it for reimbursement for your books. Like I said, just go ahead and keep all of your receipts that you use each semester and then submit the request to us. You can submit more than once a semester. You can submit, depending on what's going on. If you want to submit a request for tuition and then a couple of months later, maybe submit your request for books, that's perfectly fine. Okay. And then you'll little by little use up your scholarship funds. And if you have any questions, you can reach us at this number, 434-0505. And just so you know, because it is summertime and before the new year starts, we're having a vacation time next week from June 28th through the 30th. And then the district is completely closed down for the 4th of July week. So we'll be back on July 11th, just so you know. You can still email us those forms. You can still send that out to us, but just know we won't be able to respond until we return July 11th. And hopefully by then you have, are you registered for school yet for UTEP for the fall semester? So once you're registered, you can send us a copy of your schedule. Have they sent out the tuition bills yet?
No, I believe that's like 2 weeks before school starts, but I already do have my schedule. I have orientation.
Okay, so then all we're needing is your tuition statement. So hopefully they get that to you soon. And then once you decide, if you're going to use it for tuition or reimbursement for your books, then you just attach all of those forms to your reimbursement form. And basically, that's it. This is our contact information where you can reach us at the central office building. And our office hours are Monday through Thursday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. I myself am a part-time employee with the foundation, and then we also have a part-time secretary. That position is vacant right now, so hopefully we'll have someone soon to help us processing all of your requests for scholarship funding. But that's who we are, and I just wanted to go through that with you. Hopefully that was understandable. And if you have any questions, Neha, you just know how you can reach us, okay?
Thank you.
Okay, I'll go ahead and let you go. Have a great day. Take care.
Thank you. You too. You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.